Hello everybody, good morning. Ohayo. Good morning. Oh no, it's noon now. Sorry, I just woke up. A bit soft. Hold on. Okay, it should be back now. No splicers in my dream? No. I think, okay, I don't remember much, but I had a good sleep. I think I were sleeping soundly. And I'm having my breakfast now. I bought instant noodle from the convenience store. It's like rainy day. It's Hakata tonkotsu ramen. It's Hakata style ramen. It's Hakata style pork broth ramen. Pork bone. It was okay, I would say. The one in the shop is better. Oh, you bought potato chips for the night. Nice. How's everyone weekend?ちょっと待ってね。Oh. You sleep? Okay, person guy, okay. Is the BGM okay? Is that too soft? I'm okay. No, the noodles is not spicy. A little soft. Okay, I need to adjust because it's at maximum now. Hold on. Is it better? A lot of background noise from the microphone. Okay. How about now? I think the BGM is too soft. And in the game is like maximum. Hello. I think the sound is part of the game. ちょっと待ってね。Options. Okay. I think this will be better. You should able like you shouldn't I think you will not hear any sound anymore. It's better, right? Okay, good. That was the sound they made for the wind. Let's say hi to everybody. Hello, Safter. Hello, Atlas. Hello, Carlos. Hello, Yona. Echo, thanks for coming. And you are playing. Oh wait, now the music is too loud. You are playing Guild Wars too. Nice. Hello, Koala Slime. Hello, Alpharius. Hello, The Lag. This is the only game I ever seen with the class Mesmer. Oh. Hello, SP. Hello, Chance. Irashai. Hello, Ampersand. I bought this game to play with my friend when I was 30. Oh. That's cute. Hello, Gildred. Hello, Winken. Hello, Dying is Funny. Hello. Person Guy. Hello, Person Guy. Hello, Star Pop. Hello, Remus. Hello, Niels. Hello, ATG. Hello, Hikarapita-kun. Hello, Create Strength to Anime Music. Cosmics, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. Hello, Mimoken. I I don't think I have the confidence to repeat a story that I read. Hello Peppermint, hello Bulanet 2, hello Murasaki-kun, hello Relayer, hello Shook the Half Jive, hello Texas T, Payne and Jay, nice to meet you. It's so cold today, and silly. And it's like in a rainy day, so the game audio just went off. Nanja? What is heated mouse? Heated mouse? A mouse that keeps you warm? Like a plushie? Oh, there's such thing. Wait, no. Wait. It's a... Oh! Wait, there's a PC mouse that can heat up? Oh! That is so cool! Wouldn't it burn the parts in the mouse? I'm gonna Amazon switch it later. Heated mouse. No, not so far. Oh, that is interesting. The Guild Wars manuscript. Today, before the collab, let's have a chill day and read the lores and the manual. Oh, you sound like opposite of your problem. I realized the paper is not in A4 size. Content. Book 1, The Lore of the Guild Wars. Nolani Academy, okay. Book 2, The Challenge. Oh. Oh yeah, let me add the link to tonight's collab. You had this book? Wow, that's so cool. It's a large book. Oh. I was thinking, like, is that possible? It's like a, you know, it's like a small booklet. Hello, Fluggle and Gogo. Thanks for coming. Fluggle, long time no see. Thank you, Emperor-san. Thank you, Koala Slime. You had an official... Oh, it's a different one. Hanging around somewhere. About the manuscript, the following texts have only recently been unearthed and revealed, but the barest hint of what adventure we'll encounter in Tyria. Book 1. The Lore of Guild Wars contains a brief summary of Tyrian history, along with an overview of the human kingdoms and a few of humanity's known enemy. Otoshigami, hello, nice to meet you. Thanks for checking me out. I'll be playing the game with 2 friends on my channel tonight, which is 9 hours from now. I also have the scheduled stream link pinned. I look forward to seeing you later. This manuscript tells the story of the origins of magic, of the searing and the cataclysm, and other key events that brought our world to the state in which you find it today. Oh, I love how like games put so much effort in telling a story. Like it's not like, you know, you make a character, then you made a game, you made a system, and then that's the game. But there's a lot of things like why this character is like this, why this character is that. Very cool. Book 2. The challenge introduced adventurers to the basic of life. Sorry. As a hero in oh gosh. Tyria. Bless you, thank you. Here, you'll learn about the Guild Wars professions and their attributes and skills and how they work together to create a unique gameplay experience for each hero you create. Ooh. I need some clarity. I have my allergy pill. This manuscript are incomplete at best, but scribes are busy compiling additional information which will be made available through other avenues. See the enclosed quick reference card for more information. Ooh, what is quick reference card? That is interesting. I found a this is like the scroll, right? Controls. Oh, book 1. It was the Onolumi Academy. I accidentally read it as the Onolumi. I was like, wait, what? Games used to come with last-minute updates. Oh, that's is that because like there's a lot of things that they couldn't make it before the before the launch dates? That's why they do updates. Oh, came with with the card, quick reference card. What is eucalyptus candy? I tried a lot of things, but in the end, the one prescribed by the clinic is still the best. So I've been eating that for like many years. The Onolumi Academy of the Arcane Arts. Divona. I miss. I love books that have the first letter to be like extra huge and has a special design. Koala food is a plant. Oh. Divona stepped out of the swirling circle of light into a small, roofless room and drew her sword. Who is Devona? Let me put up a picture of Devona. Oh wow! So pretty. She's a warrior. Oh, look at the boba. Oh, wait, is that? Hold on. Ooh. Oh, good. Okay, Devona. Okay, Devona. Devona step out of the swirling circle. Okay, a flight into a small roofless room, and okay, drew her sword. She didn't know exactly where she was, only that it was somewhere in the ruins of Onolumi. It didn't matter. Anywhere was better than being trapped inside the academy at Draskar with the char bounding down the rotting wooden door. Oh, I wonder what this academy at Draskar do. Do they train the warriors? Prince Rurik. Oh, Prince Rurik. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Prince Rurik, okay. Is this a fairy tale? Prince Rurik had been the first through the portal. He stood hunched over something now on the other side of the room. Oh, okay. The flaming scepter mages that had rescued crouched there as well. Do you get those images when you click on their names on the manual? No, I prepared them ahead. It was a on-off thing, like on, off, on, off, on. Okay, the flaming scepter. So there are three people. Prince Rurik, Devona, and the flaming scepter mage. Okay? They had rescued, okay? Just as they were leaving Draskar, the group had stumbled. The group had stumbled upon the fabled horn Stormcaller. Hello, Spinny. Hello, Zilliard. Hello, CRT. Devona had, of course, heard of the legendary weapon, but until she had seen it with her own eyes, she had assumed, as most people did, that it was only a myth. Fable horn. Is that a sword? Eral, the first of the mages they had rescued from the char, had seemed fairly certain the horn was the answer to all of Ascalon's problem. No, it's a horn. Okay. So it's like a artifact. Oh, that horn. Okay. I was imagining the bull's horn. From the char had seemed fairly certain the horn was the answer to all of Ascalon's problem. Devona wasn't so sure, and she was in good company. The prince had registered his reservations as well. What does that mean? The prince had registered his reservation. What reservation? Dinner? Dinner reservation? How could a horn... Or it could mean... Okay, or it could mean the prince agreed with Divona's thought. Trying to end my music. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Oh. Oh, he. Oh, it's the other way. Oh, so it's like he disagree. Okay. He disagree. Okay. Hello, Arrow Slime. How could a horn hold the key to restoring a ruined kingdom to its former glory? Well, no matter what role the horn played in the kingdom's future, it didn't hurt to have another weapon in the war against the beast from the north. He was uncertain. Oh, okay. The prince had registered his reservation as well. Okay, that's a new term that I've never used in my life. Registered his reservations as well. Do you use it in daily life? Oh, I've had registered my reservation as well. Something like that. The portal behind Divona flared as Kine, I hope I pronounced it correctly, Kine, Aiden, and Manlo step up. Oh, okay. So suddenly more people came out. Manlo. Ooh. Oh. Manlo. Oh, this is the monk. Wow. Okay. Wow. Cinder. Cinder. Reservation, yes, but registered reservation not at all. This is Manlo. The last one, Cinder. Okay. This is Manlo. This is Sin. Aw, pretty. Elementalist. Yeah. Okay. And Aiden. Oh, Ranger. Aiden. Okay. So, this is what Nolani looks like now, said Sin, materializing out of the soaring miasma. She kicked at the reddish dirt with the toe of her boot, uncovering part of the ornate marble flooring buried in rubble. An improvement, if you ask me. Wait, what? Oh, having reservations about something is reasonably common. Oh. Aiden chuckled, knocking an arrow to his bow and scanning the area. Still hold prejudice, do we? What is prejudice? Still hold prejudice. Aiden chuckled, knocking an arrow to his bow and scanning the area. So Aiden is the ranger, Divona and the prince, Rurik is warrior, Sin is monk, Manlo is monk, Aiden is ranger, Sin is elementalist. In the best of times, Nolani was a third-rate part city, replied the elementalist, still pushing the dirt around. Now it's as good as any other place, just as ruined as the next city. prejudice, having a negative opinion on something without good justification. Okay. なるほど。Having a negative opinion. Menlo stepped around Sin, letting his hand brush across her hip as he did. Menlo? Wait, I thought Mang will be very it is out of my imagination. So the first thing Menlo did was to okay. This building was a holy place, said the monk. He crossed the small room and approached a battered statue of Duenya. Oh, okay, Winkin. It was an academy, corrected Prince Ruri. The sister academy to the one we left in Jasker. He had finished examining the horn and now approached the group. Don't venture too far, Divona warned Menlo. We don't yet know who inhibits this place. Menlo nodded as he bent down and picked up a broken piece of marble carved in the shape of a feathered wing. Lifting it from the ground, he tried to place it back on the statue of the goddess. It fit where it was supposed to, but it wouldn't stay put. Pyro judgment. Menlo held it in its place, admiring the temporarily whole goddess. Then, after a moment, he respectfully placed the wing on the ground at Duanya's feet. Okay, my friend, the wall is not far. We can get to Rin within the hour. Prince Rurik turned and headed out of the small room. Come, we need to bring the horn to my father, the king. Oh. Divona and the others followed the prince out to a larger courtyard. It was much like the last academy, though the outside wall seemed to be mostly intact. The roof was gone and the windows smashed. A pair of defensive magical obelisks sat perched atop the front wall. Divona assumed they were erected during the Guild Wars. Okay. The more I read, the more questions I have. It's like, why they just popped up from like a teleport portal? So it seems like all. Does that mean like academy is a place that was being destroyed from far ago? Academies were among the most popular targets for raiding guilds. Depriving a foreign nation of its most promising young heroes was a good way to avoid having to fight them when they were fully ready for battle. Okay. The doors of the gate were still shut, but from this vantage point, Devona could see the silhouette of the Great Northern Wall through the Academy's ruined facade. The arches on the upper level caught the morning light as they rose proudly into the sky as if to say, We will never fall. Home, said the warrior. Aiden placed his hand on her shoulder. We'll be there soon. Aww. Prince Rurik continued down a set of smashed stairs to the base of the big wooden front gates. Is there a switch up there? He called back. The mage Errol was the first to reply. Yes, my lord, it's up here, just on the rampart. I'll get it. Very good, replied Rurik. Devona, Sin, Aiden, and Menlo headed down the ramp to the prince, and the rescued mages followed. Directly ahead of them, in the very place it landed after smashing through the academy roof, lay the remnants of a huge jack magical crystal. Devona had seen these sorts of daggers all over Ascalon. There were several crystals like this one still in the common just south of the wall. The sight of them always sent a chill down the warrior's spine. Is this crystal, magical crystal? What do they do? The sight of them always they reminded her of the searing of the carnage that battle brought and the people who had died in it. Oh, that's sad. She shook her head, trying to clear the images so she could focus on the task at hand. It was still early morning, and in the shadow of the front gate, it was quite dark. Sin ran her hand along the metal frame of the gate. Might as well have been made of parchment, she said. Parchment paper? When she said made of parchment, what does that mean? Like made of like wood, iron? What material is paper? Eroil leaned over the rampart edge just above where the group was standing. I am ready, my prince. What are they trying to do? SRV, Rulik waved his hand. Ero's face disappeared from view, and the neglected mechanism that operated the gate began to move. What? Oh, Pip. Okay. What happened? His face disappeared. The decrepit metal and wood gave several loud creaks and complaints, but the gates swung wide. A scroll. Okay. Before the academy, the scene was mostly what Devona expected. Dust and bits of debris covered the ground. Hello, Michael. Burned trunks reached toward the sky like so many skeletal fingers. The haunting remnants of what was once a lush, tree-lined garden. But as the gate swung fully open, Devona was granted another view. Char Warband! Shouted Menlo. Close the gate! The plaza before the academy was crawling with char. Furry, upright beasts with huge fangs and even bigger claws. In the center of their camp, built out of tree limbs and straw, sat a towering, three-legged, flaming effigy, a tribute to their fiery gods. Oh. When the gate opened, every one of the furry beasts stopped what they were doing and charged the now exposed academy. Oh, they have been waiting. Sin was closest to the gate. Closing her eyes and crossing her arms, she rose into air, incanting the words to a spell. The chars were fast, and they reached the open gate in a flash. Divona broke into a run, sprinting to shield the elementalists from the bestial onslaught. Oh, cool! Bringing her sword up in a powerful arc, the warrior caught the first char X Fian in the breastplate, knocking it backwards and leaving a huge gash in its chest. Thank you, Michael. Divona stepped in front of Sin and into gap left by the falling char, reversing her blade and slashing the other way. She struck steel, connecting with another char blade meant for her head. She cried out as she bashed the attack aside, running the length of her sword up the char's axe. She thrusted the tip of her rimmed blade between the seams of the creature's armor, puncturing fur and flesh and jabbing through to where, at least on a human, there should be a lung. Oh, so much details in the fighting scene. The beast howled and squirmed as it struggled to free itself from Divona's sword. Another X-Fian charged into view, coming up behind Divona. The warrior struggled to pull her blade free of her victim, but the creature convulsed and slumped toward the wound, closing its flesh down tight around the stuck weapon. Okay. The new attacker raised its axe and Divona spun away, leaving only one hand on her green blade. Oh no! Despite her quick move, the creature came down on her arm. Divona hissed and braced for the impact. Oh no! Her skin flashed with blue-white glow of divine magic. Ooh! And the char's weapon seems to bounce off her flesh. Oh, nice catch, Menlo. Oh, okay, thank you, Menlo, said Divona through gritted teeth. They just open a door that they have no idea what's opposite. What are they in the opposite of the gate, and suddenly they need to fight. That is so sad. A pair of arrows whizzed past Divona's ear. Ooh, I can imagine this scene. Catching the X-Fian in the shoulder, knocking it back and pinning the furious creature to the wooden beam of the open gate. So the one at the picture at the bottom right is the char. Rawr. Okay. Clear of immediate threats, Divona lifted her boots and placed it on the wounded char still attached to her blade. Get off, she shouted as she kicked with all of her might. Her rim blade came free with a sickening rip, and she whipped it to one side, clearing the steel of the char's black blood. Ooh. Sickening rip. At the moment, Sin lifted her head and extended her arms, shouting the last word of her spell. The sky above lit up, and huge cones of sputtering flames rained down. Oh, fireball! Rained down all around. Those charred within a few steps of the gate were pummeled with magical balls of fire. Their fur caught quickly, and their flesh began to bubble. The beast let out nerve-rattling squeals, and many fell dead where they stood. Those who hadn't been caught in the flaming rain, stopped in their tracks, waiting for the conflagration to subside. The gates began to close again, pushing the bodies of dead Char out of the academy entrance as they did. "Divona, get back!" shouted Menlo. The warrior retreated to within the relative safety of the closing gate just as Sin's spell subsided. When the flames stopped falling, the child rushed the door again. Most of them were caught outside, left to pummel their weapons against the heavy wooden door, but one made the dash, squeezing through the gate just before it closed. Hello, Yeonju Nana. Irashai, long time no see. The beast's eye, each of the Escalons granted once, then turned toward a flaming scepter mage. With a bounding leap, it jumped on the weak, unarmored man. The mage screamed as Char dug into his flesh. No! No! Divona closed on the beast, slashing down it from behind. Her blade hit the creature in the neck, severing the monster head from its shoulder with just a single blow, and it slumped to the ground. Menlo rushed to push the creature carcass from on the top of the mage's body. The man was barely conscious. He had been badly mauled by the child. Oh no, his face was slashed and he coughed blood. Dropping to his knees beside the man, the monk laid his hand on the mage's wound. With a quick word, a flood of blue-white energy crossed over from the monk to the wounded man. Okay. From outside, the sounds of Char at the gate echoed into desolate courtyard. "Great," said Sin. "We went from being trapped inside one academy to being trapped inside another." I see. Okay, so that's what happened. And it says, "At least this one has thicker walls." Aiden said, "There is another passage." Prince Rurik pointed to the east, in the same direction as the huge magical crystal in the middle of the academy, that leads out and around to the wall. It's not, we wouldn't know because there's 3 of them, right? "Then, what are we waiting for?" said Sin, starting off to the east. "Let's get the little bugle of yours to the king and be done with this." Menlo looked up from his ministration to the wounded mage. "Sin, please, you aren't helping." "I don't think it is wise to take the mages outside of the academy unless we are sure the way is clear," interjected Aiden. "They were weak from their long imprisonment and are ill prepared to fight. Outside the gate, we cannot guarantee their safety. At least here they are not in immediate danger." "Agree," said Prince Rurik. "What do you propose, Aiden?" The ranger leaned on his bow. "Let us 4 venture out the ambush the Char from behind," he said, indicating Sin, Divona, Menlo, and himself. With a wave of his hand, "Once we clear the beast from the gate, then we can take the mages home." Prince Rurik's face grew grim. "What you propose is very risky. It's not something I will ask of you." He looked down at the wounded mage, then around at each of the other Escalons with him. He nodded. "But if you think you can succeed, then I give you my blessing." "About time," said Sin. "Come on, let's go." Divona made eye contact with Aiden. She shook her head in disgust, but the ranger just smiled and chuckled. The elementalist's antics always seemed to amuse him as much as they irritated Divona. They sounds like a good friend. Menlo finished tending to the fallen flaming scepter mage, then stood and joined the group as they marched up and out the back passage to the academy. We will man the defensive obelisk while you are away. We will man the defensive means what? Like fixing it? The prince shouted after them as he helped the downed mage get back to his feet. Oh, we will watch for you. Once the way is cleared, we will open the gates and join you in the trek back to the wall. He stood up straight, and in his best military style, Prince Rurik, the heir of the throne of Escalon, saluted the warrior, the monk, the elementalist, and the ranger. Oh. As the prince had said, a door in the eastern corner led out of the academy, unlike the one at the front. This one was already open. Oh? Guess this place isn't as safe as you thought, quipped Sin. Then we should move swiftly to make sure no harm comes to the good prince, replied Aiden. Without us, he has little help if the charges get in. Divona led the way through the door and up a winding rocky path out the back of the academy to the northeast. Man, their obelisk means, oh, they will use them. Oh. Several hundred yards up the path, Aiden grabbed Divona by the shoulder and stopped her, placing a finger to his lip. Shh. With a nod and a flick of his eye, he indicated the hanging rocks overhead. Divona craned her neck listening. She could just make out of a slight sound, a scraping like someone dragging something. She looked at Aiden. Char? She whispered. Aiden shook his head. Devourers. What is devourers? The ranger dropped to his knees and laid a pile of arrows out on the ground. Pulling a small vial from a pouch at his belt, he poured a few drops of a viscous green liquid on their tips. Then he knocked one of his bow and returning the others to his quiver headed up the path. The other fell into step behind him. Cresting the rise, Divona could see the double stinger tail, hooked claws, and thick carapace of a plague devourer. Only one, said Sin. Walk in the park. Easy. Walk in the park means like easy, right? Aiden sighted down the shaft of his poison arrow and let it fly. It struck the creature, puncturing its chitinous hide with a crunching pop. Though it was on target, the arrow didn't kill the beast, and it turned towards the ground, its tail waving in the air. Divona raised her sword over her head and charged in. As she came, the ground around the plague devourer began to shift and move. Small rocks tumbled away, and a pair of carrion devourers emerged from the baked earth. That's more like it. Why are they still able to joke about it? Aren't they in like great danger? That brought a smile to Divona's lips, and she gripped her sword tighter, advancing on the newly arrived workman and swinging her blade downwards onto one creature's head. The carrion devourer staggered backwards under the blow. The plague devourer's tail stopped waving, and it pointed them at the warrior, casting something on her just before it fell dead from Aiden's poison arrow. Oh, wait, what? They can cast stuff? Divona's knees grew weak. Oh, and her legs struggled to keep her upright. Her sword grew heavy in her hand, and as she swung at the creature again, her ring blade rebounded off the creature's shell, hardly making a dent. Ooh, she is weak now. The plague devourer hex. Oh, here you go. The plague devourer hex had sapped her strength. Hex is a curse, right? A debuff. The carrion devours close on the warrior, battering her from both sides. Devona's armor took some of the impact, but the creature's mighty pinches slashed her across the forearm and down one leg. Oh no. Devona pushed herself to move more quickly, trying to parry the attacks of both creatures despite the hex that weakened her. She wasn't fast enough. A pinch raked across Devona's shoulder, puncturing her armor and dropping her to her knees. Something hit her hard in the chest, knocking her to the ground. Oh no. Devona opened her eyes. A devourer sat perched atop her, its beady eyes peering down. The creature's mass flattened her lungs, and breathing was almost impossible. Great, she thought. Squashed by a bug. Not the most heroic day to go. That is so sad. I went to the combini and tried to find apple, but it was out of stock. But I have some other dessert. Devona's vision clouded, and her ears rang as consciousness began to slip away. The sound of Sin's voice came to her distantly. The elementalist spoke the words of an incantation Devona recognized, and a surge of adrenaline brought her fully back to consciousness. Ooh, okay. The ground around her lit up with flames, spreading out in a wave. The magical fire washed out the downed warrior. Ooh, it's like a... I think... So Sin is what? Using a spell to remove the weakness on Devona's. Okay. Spreading out in wave, the magical fire washed over the downed warrior, roasting the two devourers inside their shell, turning them into crispy little curled-up balls. Devona shoved the dead devourer off of her, then slumped back against the ground. She looked up at the elementalist. Well done. Sin shrugged. Naturally. May the goddess Duena protect you, said Menlo. Devona could feel her strength and returning as the monk lifted the plate. Oh, okay, wait, no. Okay, so Sin is the one who... Sin... It says here that the monk Menlo is the one who lifted the hex. Maybe, I think here it means maybe that Sins gave Devona a buff so that he feels strong again. Incantation. When you are ready, said Aiden, watching the path. We should move on. We are not far from the front of the academy. Oh. Devona took a few deep breaths as she regained all that she had lost, then got to her feet and again headed down the path. The group traveled for some time until Devona heard what she thought was the sound of a crackling fire. Must be their effigy. What is effigy? Effigy. It's a statue. Oh, it's this thing. The ground was torn and shifted here. Near the edge of the path, the earth fell away. Dropping down below where Devona could easily see, moving closer to the edge, the warrior climbed up on a large boulder and peered over. The other three followed suit. As the valley below them stood the plaza and the flaming effigy they had seen in the middle of the Charles camp. The beasts were attacking the academy, shooting arrows over the wall and smashing their weapons against the wooden gate. Devona could just make out the flaming scepter mages up on the wall, powering the defensive obelisk. Jacks of lightning shot down from the wall, catching the nearest char and turning it into a burned, smoldering pile. From the looks of things, others too had fallen prey to the magical defenses. Their dead body lay on the ground at the base of the wall, fur standing straight up. As they watched, a large, mean-looking child barked something in their gathering language. A group of 6 char lifted the trunk of a fallen tree from the ground and proceeded to charge the gate with it. "That must be their leader," said Aiden, pointing to the other barking child. "Then that's the one we should take out first," said Sin, standing up from her hiding place. "Sin, wait," said Menlo, but it was too late. The elementalist shouted and threw her hands out before her. A fireball launched from the tips of her fingers, arcing out and smashing into the big char. The child later looked up at the ridge, then pointed. A volley of flaming arrows followed. "Now you've done it," said Ada. Standing up, he launched 2 arrows in the midst of the group, then dropped back into a crouch. The child's volley went soaring over. Devona could hear the flames flicker as they passed by her head. A large crash sounded from below, and everyone lifted their heads to see. The char were using the tree trunk as a battering ram. "The gate won't last long," said Aiden. Devona stood up and backed away from the edge. "Then we best get down there." As one, the 4 heroes dashed down to the path into the middle of the Charles ramp. "Attack the Axe-Fiend!" shouted Devona, and she charged in ahead of the others. "That which is taken shall be returned. That which hath been broken shall be mended. That which hath displeased me shall be struck down at the hands of mine army." Menlo's word grew softer as the warrior ran, but the effect of his magic were far-reaching, and she could feel her body tingle with divine power. Ooh, enchantment. Hi, Crocwises. Yes, I am. How about you? The first of Sin's first spell impacted the creature's chest a step before Devona slashed the beast across its arm. The child let out a howl, then racked its axe across the warrior's face, cutting a deep wound into her flesh. Oh no, her pretty face! But as quickly as the wound was made, her skin knitted itself together again. What? Wow! Gotta love the monk. She grunted, raising her sword up over her head and bringing it down within the force of her entire body. Her rim blade cut deep, and the creature spouted blood. A pair of fiery arrows smashed into the Axe-Fiend's face, and he went down. "Who's next?" shouted Devona, her adrenaline pumping. Ooh, I like how they even put the because adrenaline is a that is only owned by Devona. It's part of the game system for Warrior. I love that they infuse with the story too. So you can see here is like as if she attacks more, her adrenaline will be more. Arrows rain down on her as a pair of child stalkers perched on a small hill ahead answered her inquiry. One glanced off the chainmail protecting her belly, another clenched off her armor shin. Oh, okay. In 3 huge stabs, the warrior closed on the 2 child stalkers, spinning as she neared them. Devona gained momentum, then slashed at the closest. Her sword cut through the child's bow and dug into the beast's gullet. The creature's inside spilled out, and it dropped to the ground, writhing and howling in pain. I did not play. I didn't play the game before, but I did test out the game to make sure it works with Amiya and Meijei. And I've also read about the game system because I want to be their guide since like I'm the one who chose the game for the group collab. We only play a little. We did like a short quest and kill some birds. Yeah. For tonight, we will all create a new character from scratch. Hello, Crocbuses. Hello, Dragonix. Irashai. Cool, yeah. Sounds like a plan. The second child stalker knocked an arrow to its bow and let it fly. At this close range, the head of the arrows punched through Devona's armor, cutting into the front of her leg and exiting out the back. Oh no! Devona shrieked in pain and frustration, limping on the freshly wounded limb. Oh no! He's limping now. Turning her blade around, she shoved the tip into the creature's face, lodging it in its mouth. Holding the hilt with both hands, she drove the sharpened point straight up into the child's skull and out the back of his head. Whoa! I can imagine how it happens. Oh, you do? Okay, delight. Please look forward to it. Okay. Yanking her weapon back, she let the child's lifeless corpse fall to the ground beside his companion. The gate! Menlo shouted. They've breached the gate! Devona looked up. The academy gate was smashed in and the Char warband leader was climbing over it. To the prince! She shouted and took off towards the gate with the others close behind. Running with all of her might, Devona drove herself into a frenzy. Her ring blade danced left and right. Where a Char stepped in front of her, it fell. They came at her from all sides, and she took wound after wound, but each time Menlo was there to patch her. Aww. Okay, arrows flew and fire rained down. The group of 4 took on 3 times their numbers in Char. They fought like cornered lynxes, the hope of their nation hanging in the balance. I'm eating mitarashi dango. As Devona neared the gate, she could hear the roar of a Char, mixed with the shouts of the prince. You are a pox on Ascalon, Yao Rurate, and I am the cure. Wow! Confident much? Flashes of light issued over the walls. Spell went off every few seconds, lighting up and the ruined plaza with eerie magical glow. Cutting down the last Char in her way, Devona leaped through the smash gate and hurried up into the courtyard. Hey JP, hello. Thank you. Get comfy. I'm reading the story. Where am I? On the academy wall, Prince Rurik stood bravely in front of Eroil and the other mages. His flaming sword held the Char leader at bay, but as a group, the prince and the flaming scepter mages were retreating and running out of room fast. Oh. The fight to the gate had taken a lot out of Devona, but she pressed on, climbing up the ruined step in pursuit of the Char warband leader. Right behind her, Devona could hear the others climbing through the gate. 4 on 1, she thought. I like those odds. An arrow hit the big Char in the back of the leg, causing the warband leader to turn around. You looking for me, Fuzzy? Shouted Devona, coming up behind the creature. Aiden's well-placed shot had hobbled the beast. It tried to follow the prince and the mages as they dashed along the wall, but its movement was slow. And Devona moved it closer. The child growled at her as she stalked around it, staying just outside its reach. Hey! Shouted Sin. Catch! A huge ball of fire slammed into the child's side. The resulting splash of magic consumed the creature, and Devona shielded her eyes from the blinding flash. The creature came stumbling out of the blast, its furry hide ablaze. That ought to do it, she thought. But instead of burning to a corpse, the warband leader seemed to draw strength from the flames. It looked like some sort of demon, flaming and cackling as it came on. It raised its huge axe in the air, bringing it down on the warrior with both sides. Oh no! Hello, Improvement. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for checking me out. Thank you. Devona sat her feet and stood her ground. Char was a goddess. As the flaming Char advanced, the warrior raised her blade and lunged forward, shouting, "For Ascalon!" Their blades passed in mid-air. The creature's axe cleaved into her armor. The warrior's sword caught the growling beast just below the neck. The tip slipped past its curved metal chest plate and into soft flesh. Divona lost her grip on her green blade as she staggered back, her shoulder wounded heavily from the beast's pounding. Oh no, please don't die. Divona is the warrior tutorial mentor. Shush. Improvement. Tonight I will be doing a collab with two of my friends. Their name is Amia and Mete. I have the stream URL at the pinned message, and tonight will be the first time we play Guild Wars. Yeah, I only know a little about the skills, the spells, what class do they have, but tonight we will start from creating character. Yeah, thank you. Andre. Hello, Andre. The Char Wall Band leader dropped its axe, clawing at its throat. It let out a strangled cry. A hoarse gurgling like the last breath of a drowning dog. Another arrow struck the beast and it lost its balance. Falling to one side, it caught itself on the edge of the academy wall. Whoa! The creature struggled for a moment longer as the flames slowly went out. Then its chest heaved once and its body went slack. The child's huge head flopped backwards, causing it to topple over, twisting as it fell over the edge of the academy into the ruined plaza below. Ooh! Sin was the first to reach Divona's side. "You're alright?" Divona smiled. "Yeah, nothing a little of Menlo's divine needy can't fix." The two women walked down the battered stairs to the courtyard where the prince and the mages stood talking to the ranger and the monk. "The way is clear, my lord," said Aiden, bowing before the prince. Rurik grabbed the ranger by the shoulder and lifted him to his feet. "Come, my friends," he said, strapping the legendary Hornstorm's collar to his back. "We are almost home." As a group, they headed out of the Onolumi academies towards the Great Northern Wall. Okay, so this is the lore of Guild Wars. Yay! Pachi 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 pachi. It's yeah, the monk helped a lot. Helped Divona a lot. The story that was read, it's not everything, right? It was just like a small event that happens, because in the beginning they mentioned that they were coming from another academy. History of Tyria. Tyria or Tyria? Tyria. It's a story using character in the game. Ah, nice. Tyria, okay. It was almost 3,000 years ago that a race of serpents stepped out of the rift onto the soil of Tyria. Is this picture familiar? Unlike ordinary serpents, these move upright, use language, and adhere to an elaborate culture. They have been summoned by the old gods, brought to this world to be the custodians. What is custodians? Their task: shepherd the other creatures of the land through this time of transition, where the gods continue to create the world around them. Is custodian something to kill everything alive? Oh, a person who has responsibility for or looks after some. Oh, what's the difference with guardians? From the tarnished coast in the west. More fancy. Oh, custodians are caretaker. Their task: shepherd the other creatures of the land. Okay. From the tarnished coast in the west of the Bay of Sirens. A guardian protects the things from the other attack. Custodians make sure the thing does not destroy itself. Oh. Sea of Sorrows in south. From the far eastern reaches of the Crystal Desert to the Giant's Basin on the northern coast of Creta. Tyria flourished under the protection of these mystical creatures. The serpents were the protectors of the land, the keepers of the knowledge, the teachers of all things, and during that time, the world was in balance. Oh. But then, a new race of creatures were birthed upon the world. They were neither serpent nor beast. They were neither plant nor stones. These creatures had no chitinous hide to protect themselves. They had no claws to tear flesh. They arrived naked and defenseless except for one thing: their desire for control. Is this human? This new race of creature was none other than us. Oopsie doo. Hello, Sass. Alright. When the descriptions say they arrived naked and defenseless, no claw, nothing to protect. Well, sounds like a human. This new race of creatures was none other than us human, and in no time we began to take over. City blooms across the continent. Walls were erected and weapon forged. Those things that we human like, we simply built. We didn't need tough hides nor rending claws when we could make metal armor and sharpened spear. We discovered fire, wrote books of our own, passed knowledge to one another through the song and verse. Soon, human had everything we required, and it was then we began to prey upon the other creatures. We hunted animals for sport, chased the druid from the jungle. Wait, what? Chased the druid from the jungle and took up residence in land that did not belong to us. We became the master of this world. We took all the privilege and none of the responsibility. Sounds very realistic. Yeah, very really realistic. In less than a century, the serpent who had protected and nurtured Tyria were no longer needed. The balance they had achieved had been undone, and there was no way to bring it back. Oh gosh. Seeing that the world had changed and preferring not to fight a war over control of the continent, the serpent retreated from the world of men. They left the coast and the jungle. They abandoned their settlements in the highlands and in the mountains, leaving the newcomers be. The serpent went to life in only place where we humans did not or could not, the crystal desert. The serpent never returned to the world of men, and slowly their influence faded. To humans, they were just a part of the past, spoken about only in legends and myth. Eventually, their memory all but passed from human consciousness. But they were not gone, only forgotten. Despite the serpent's retreat, the gods never halted their work creating the world. And with the benevolence of indulgent parents, they decided to create magic. Okay, it was to be a gift to all the intelligent creatures, meant to ease a life of toil and make survival a less arduous task. Wait, isn't human strong enough? Hello, Apache. Hello, good to see you. Okay, what is the god thinking? Like, do they think human is not strong enough to without magic? It was to be a gift. When they had finished creating their gift, they presented it to the humans and the Char, the Tengu and the dwarfs, the Minotaurs and the imps, and all the races of the land. But the gods had not counted upon one thing: greed. Oh. Wars broke out immediately as the magical races fought for dominance. Oh, so much destruction was wrought that humans found themselves at the edge of extinction. When all seemed lost, it was King Doric, the leader of the United Human Tribes himself, who made the long trek to Ara, the city of gods on the Orient Peninsula. He gained an audience with the creators and begged them to help to stop the wars and bring peace to the land once again. I'll drink some water. Okay, that's the start of the war. Okay. The gods heard his pleas and they intervened. The forging of the world was complete. As their final act, the gods gathered back their gift of magic from all the races and trapped it inside a tall stone. They smashed the stone into 5 parts, 4 equal but opposing stones of magic and 1 keystone. Without the keystone, the other 4 couldn't be reassembled. I have no idea, improvement. I'm still reading. Each of the first 4 stones was the embodiment of a specific school of magic: preservation, destruction, aggression, and denial. Magic will still exist in the world, but the devastating power of all 4 types together will never again be at the command of one single creature. Those who accepted the gift would have to cooperate if they intended to use it to its fullest. Oh, okay, so that's the god, the picture. The gods told King Doric that since he had asked for peace, he and his descendant must carry the burden of protecting the stones. As an additional precaution, they used a drop of King Doric's blood to seal each of the stones. Oh, does that mean the blood will open the seal so every creatures in the land will try to kill them so that they can get the blood and the stone? Ouch. Then the stone were dropped one by one into the volcano off the southern shore of the kingdom of Creta. And the gods left this world forever, confident that they had balanced out their gift and circumvented the decree. Stupid. How can you just abandon what? They do that? Really? They what? They just like maybe like, you know, their daily life is like, what should we make today? What should we do? Like in Phineas and Ferb, and then it's like, okay, let's make a world that have this and this and this, and some of them have magic, and it's like, okay, I'm done with it. Okay, see ya, bye. You know, it's like a kid, you know, building a Lego or a toy set, and halfway it was like, I get bored of it and leave it and go play something else. My children are too stupid. I guess it's like all the safe game you guys played, and then one day I just never loaded it again because you have other games to play, right? Does it sound familiar? Things were good for a time. No one race gained dominance over any other, and the world was once again at peace. Over the next 100 years, the human kingdoms prospered. Powerful groups grew up within each nation. These were known as guilds. It was these guilds, that held the real power in Tyria, though there were kings and organizations that made the laws and regulated the land. It was the guilds that enforced these laws or didn't as they saw fit. As the guilds grew, their influence began to overlap. Oh, as is ever the case with peace, it once again came to an end when the volcano erupted, spitting out the 5 stones and scattering them across Tyria. Wow, how convenient. Oh, okay. The magic they embodied seeped out into the land around them, though the bloodstone, as they are called, have never been reunited. The power that they possess was enough to reignite the desire for power in the hearts of men. Oh gosh. Oh no, here we go again. Wars never change. The struggle for power commenced, and again, war broke out. This time, though, the humans were not united. Hello, Chapter Abyss. The human is not united, okay? The guilds of the three most influential kingdoms on the continent battle each other for supremacy. The kings of Ascalon, Krita, and Or were not powerful enough to stop the conflict, for the armies of the guilds were even more powerful than those of their own home nation. The guild wars raged for decades, fueled by the desire for power and the influence of the Bloodstone. Okay, now I understand. The name Guild Wars is being made. Okay. Never did the peace accords last long. Never did the negotiations take root. The conflicts claimed the life of many hundreds of thousands. It uprooted families, made neighbors into enemies, and soured the relation between the human nation, perhaps irrevocably. So, Ascalon is the warrior people, right? Just now we have ranger and monk and elementalist. Oh, they are the three kingdoms. So in one kingdoms have monk and warrior and elementalist and ranger, like that. Oh, they have all. Okay. I was thinking like maybe one kingdoms equals to one one class. Where am I? Okay. Though the battles continued, each with a winner and loser, no one nation ever gained enough power to fully dominate the other two. Slowly, over the course of years, the wealth of each nation diminished. Their people grew weary and their armies grew weaker as the constant fighting took its toll. Eventually, as all things do, the wars did come to an end. But it was not the words of the silver-tongued peace negotiation or even the rough hand of conquering hero that ended the guild wars. The resolution was instead brought up by an even greater war, a war brought by Charles. In unprecedented numbers, the beasts from the north swept down through all three human kingdoms, Ascalon, Or, and Krita, embroiled in conflict with one another for more than 50 years, dropped their grudges and turned their attention to defending their borders against the new threat. Okay, yeah, that's how it's always happened. I wonder the child was like looking from the top and just like, look at all these stupid humans, let them fight against each other, and then when they are like weak enough, we're gonna come down from our mountains and start attacking them, something like that. Each kingdom dealt with the invasion in a different way. Ascalon stood their ground, having no place else to turn. Though their forces were depleted, they managed to rally behind the great northern wall, but their defense was short-lived. Okay, thank you. Though there were, but their defense was short-lived in a magical battle that would eventually be looked upon as the turning point for Ascalon, now referring to as the Searing. The Char brought down fire and brimstone, destroying everything on the open plain for hundreds of miles. Their magic scorched the ground and the human city as they swept through the wall and moved on to Or. Oh no! The surviving humans of Ascalon have since retaken the wall and have held it against periodic attacks, but there's a little left of this once prosperous empire. Or was another story. To stop the invading army, the kings of Or, personal advisor and the sage, turned to the power of dark magic. Venturing into the vaults far below the marble streets of Ara. He unrolled a forbidden scroll and read the words he found printed there. The resulting explosion sank the entire peninsula and sent enough dirt into the air to blot out the sun for hundreds of days. Though the Char never reached the hollow street of Ara, nearly every citizen of Or was killed that day. What? Unable to keep the Char out and lacking magic powerful enough to push them back, Krita turned into a man named Sol di Alessio. Hello, Zen. And his promise of unseen God coming to aid in the war. Whether it was luck or truly the invisible hands of some new gods, Krita managed to push back the Char invasion, banishing the northern beasts back from where they came. Oyo? Sol di Alessio. The dust from this conflict is beginning to settle. Perhaps in this next age, we will glean knowledge from our past mistake. Perhaps we have learned when it is time to put away our hatred and simply work together. Or perhaps we will do what all nations in the history of the world have done, look blindly away from our past and proceed to unleash a new and more terrible plague upon our land. Let us hope this is not the case. Let us hope that we have learned our lesson. Delición. Excerpt from The History of Tyria, Volume 1. Ooh. Movement calendar, okay? The Movillian calendar. I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. What is Dwemer? Dwemer, Echo. Dwemer. It. Hello, Yi. Nice to meet. Thanks for coming. Hello, my little honey. Hello, Chris Q. Hello. Is it like a bomb? Oh, the dwarf. Oh, okay. Hi, Lumi. Hello, Adrenal. Hello. The Movilian calendar, named after Grand Patriarch Malvo, the first high priest of the Church of Duanya, begins counting years from the moment the gods left Tyria. This event. Hi, Michael! It's my usual elegy. I'm good. This event is known as the Exodus. Years before this date are labeled before the Exodus. Years after this date are after the Exodus. Years parallel to the year 1 after Exodus count down, getting smaller as they get closer to the time of the Exodus. Okay, just as they do in the Gregorian calendar. There are 4 seasons and 360 days in the Movilian year. Season of Zephyr, air. Season of Phoenix, flame. Season of the Scion, water. Season of the Colossus, earth. Oh, okay. How's the weather? Oh, today is a rainy day and it's very cool. Timeline. The calendar starts at year 1 after the Exodus. Okay. The first year after the Exodus is 1072. Okay. Present day. Bay of Siren is renamed Sea of Sorrow. And that's the Guild Wars end. Char invaded human kingdoms. Okay. Guild Wars. Guild Wars begin. Yeah, I think it's better to read it from the bottom too. 10,000 before Exodus. Before Exodus. So the present day start with 1072 after Exodus, and 1 year before that 1071 after Exodus. Base of Sirens renamed Sea of Sorrow. 1 year before that 1070. 1 year before after Exodus. No, 1 year before the present days, Char invaded the human kingdoms. So that's where the three kingdoms start to like protect themselves. Get well, thank you. No, I'm not sick. It's good. Merry Christmas. What? Present day 1072 after Exodus. 1071 after Exodus, Bay of Siren is renamed Sea of Sorrow. One year before the present day. 1070 after Exodus, Guild Wars end. The same year, Charles invade human kingdoms, which is 2 years before the present day. $898 after Exodus, Great Northern Wall is erected. That's a volcano, right? When it says erected, 13, no? Oh, it means build. I see. It means build. So that was like, how many years was that? 12 plus 72 is 84. 84 years before the present day. That's where the Great Northern Wall is built. 74 years. Lord Audrin enters the rift. 851. Huh? 174. How do I count? 1000 minus 898 is 1000 minus 898 is 900 plus 200 is 1000. What? Wait, what? 891 1000 to 1072 is 72. 898 to 1000 is 98. Do we count 98 to 98? 99, 90, 91, 92, 93, 93, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $98, $99, 98, 99, 900 plus 98, 99 is 2 plus 100 years is 102. So 102 plus 72. 102 plus 72 is 174. 174. 174 years ago. The wall, the Great Northern Wall, is being built. Lord Aldrin enters the reef 851 after Exodus. This one is not being said in what we read, right? 358 after Exodus, Crete becomes an independent nation. 300 after Exodus, Crete becomes a colony. 221 after Exodus, Kanta begins trading with Tyre. 358 after Exodus, which is 858 after Exodus, which is 49 plus 100 plus 72. 149 plus 72 is 149 plus 72 is, let me write down, 149 plus 72 is 149 plus 72 is 221. 221 years before the present day. Alright? Okay. Kanta is a continent to the south. (358) after Exodus, Crete becomes an independent nation, which is 851 minus 3. I'll be right back. Which is, how do I calculate this? 358 1000 minus 400 minus 358 is 2 4 42 years. 42 years plus 600 plus 72 is is for 714 years before the present day. I'll be right back. I'm back. Where am I? 600 plus 714 years before the present day, Krita becomes an independent nation. And 700 and 300 after Exodus, which is 714 plus 58, which is 772 years before the present days. That's where Krita becomes a colony. Yeah, the dog is barking. Become a colony. And 221 after Exodus, Kenta, which is 300 minus 221, which is 997. 79 years plus 772 years. 772 years plus 79 years is 851 years. 851 years before the present days, Kenta begins trading with Tyria. Okay. And 174 after Exodus, which is 200 minus 174 is 26. 26 plus 872, which is 898 years before the present days. How can humans live so long? 898 years before the present day. Serpents leave the world of men. That's where the man started to pop out. The man popped out and the man took over everything. Two after Exodus is or become an independent nation. 2 is 1000 minus 2, which is 998 plus 72, which is 1070 years before the present days, or becomes an independent nation. Oh, Echo, I have no idea about human history. 1 BE. Oh, okay. 1 BE. One before the Exodus, gods give magic to races of Tyria. Does that mean 1072 years before present day? 1 BE. One. Gods give magic of races of before. That's 1072 after Exodus year before present day. Do you have 0? Or for 1 BE will become, after 1 BE, the next year will be 1 AE, right? Then it will gonna be 2 AE, right? 100 before the Exodus, High Plains human settlements become known as Ascalon. Which is, okay, 205 before the Exodus, humans appeared on Tyrian continent. 0 is the year they leave. So in between 1 before the Exodus, there's a 0. Then in between 1 before the Exodus and 1 after the Exodus, there's a 0. (1769) before the Exodus, serpents arrived in Tyria. Yeah? Okay. Tyria, serpents. So the serpents have been in the world for どのくらい 1769 before Exodus year plus 174 after the Exodus year. That's long. 10,000 before the Exodus, last sign of gigantic Lupicus, the great giants walking on Tyrian continent. Best guess. Which is like long time ago. I see. Oh, the human kingdoms. Oh. Okay, I think this part is more it's like the story about many parts of the world. I will skip this part and discover it later while we playing the game. Maybe you'll consider a spoiler. So, Book 1, Chapter 3, The Old Gods. The gods are interesting. Duanya. Oh, that's the wings. That's what way they encounter in the story just now. The goddess of life and air, Duanya is the event-tempered leader of the old gods. Her followers are mainly healing monks and elementalists, specializing in air magic. Though in times of war, there are few denizens who Tyria who have not let fly a prayer to the winged goddess to spare them or their loved ones. Duanya is often depicted as young, tall, and slender, rising over the ground on huge feather wings. Oh. Balthazar, the god of war and fire. Balthazar is often worshipped by warriors and elementalists. Okay. Though there are monks who have been known to follow his scriptures as well. Army commanders and guild lords will often say a few words to the bastion of martial glory before leading their followers into the battle. Oh, like Tiwona just now. Good morning, that brother. Hello, Uber. Hello, Star. Hello, Etrido. Hello, my little honey. Balthazar is frequently shown holding a great sword, its teeth locked in the ground, with a pair of battle hounds sitting at attention at his feet. Granth, prayer to Granth, necromancer, learned early that the way to true power is by bowing down to the foot of the god of death and eyes and pledging total, undying allegiance. Statue of Granth depict the god with the body of a man and the skeletal head of a drawn-faced beast. Often there are followers at his feet grasping towards his open clawed hand, clamoring for the powers the unforgiving deity may feel so inclined to heap upon his subject. Ooh, scary. Lisa, the twin goddess of beauty and illusions. Lisa is the patron god of the mesmer profession. Many a spellcaster has fallen under the charms of these two, making it easy for them to choose to specialize in the mesmeric art. They had followers because of beauty. Hello, Xion. Hello. Good to see you. They are story of young man stopping to gaze longingly at statues of the beautiful goddess, only to forget themselves and die of thirst while simply looking on. What? That doesn't sound good. Malenorth, the goddess of Malindru, the goddess of the earth and nature. Malindru is the favored god of the ranger and earth elementalists. It is said that Maguma Druids at one time worshipped this deity, but 3 are none alive today who can confirm the truth of this rumor. Malindru. What was the name of the beast again? Oh, it's Giganticus lupicus. So it's not the same thing. Okay. Malindru is frequently depicted as a human female torso whose lower body is the trunk, branches and roots of a living tree. Her statue attracts weary travelers. Beneath her branches await plenty of fresh water and shelter from the elements. Oh, doesn't matter. The Guild Wars personality. Ooh, this is pretty. King Adalbern. King Adalbern. descendant born in Dasgirl nation, Ascalon, profession warrior. This is the death of Prince Rurik or what? Descendant from the great king oh no, okay. Oh, okay. The king Adalbern is well liked by the citizen of Ascalon. Are it? If it says it's descendant from the king Doric, wait, Prince Rurik is oh, okay. Here it says, okay. Okay. King Adalbern is a descendant from the great king Doric. King Adalbern is well liked by the citizen of Ascalon. His easy Demenor and battlefield heroics secure his spot as one of the most popular kings in the history of the world nation. In these younger days, Adalbern was the champion of his guild, Ascalon Chosen. Tales of his feats during the guild wars are told and retold today. The enemies he fought growing larger and fiercer as the story are passed from one mouth to the next. Yes, that raptor, yes. He's older now, and though he's well-liked king, his insistence that the army can hold back the beast from the north has started the people whispering to each other in the streets. Not everyone agreed with the king on this matter. Making matters worse, Prince Rurik, the king's eldest son and heir to the throne, is among those who criticize Adalbern's policies. And though he is close to his son, the king and the prince often do not see eye to eye. Prince Rurik, firstborn son of King Adalbern and heir to the throne of Ascalon. Prince Rurik is a brave, bold man who often takes action on the spur of the moment. He leads by example, never cowering or striking a challenge. Some say he has no fear. Others claim his brass bravery is merely reckless. Regardless, the prince is liked by almost everyone in Ascalon, and he spent much of his time among the citizens, preferring the company of commoners to that Ascalon's rich upper crust. As a boy, Prince Rurik trained at the Ascalon Academy and did a stint as an officer in the army. Today, he maintained a fighting force of his own, known as the Ascalon Vanguard. Oh, that's them. These soldiers are completely independent of the king's financing and influence. Rurik's father, King Adalbern, takes a certain amount of offense to this, though he keeps it to himself and his closest advisors. Though the prince is loyal to his father, he doesn't always agree with the man's methods or ideology. Kings Jealous, Iron Hammer, the wise kings of the Daldrimor Dwarf. King's Jealous, Iron Hammer rules his people from the peak of the Shiver Peak Mountains. He is smart, strong, patient man who makes decisions based solely on how they will affect the well-being of the dwarfs in Daldrimor. He lives to serve his people, and they love and respect him for it. There are those, however, who wish to see the good king taken out of power, namely the Stone Summit, a group of xenophobic dwarves who have broken their ties with Daldrimor and are trying to take control of the Dwarven nation. Over the past several years, the Summit have been growing their power and a civil war is brewing. Oh no! King Jealous, Iron Hammer, does not want to fight other dwarves, but he will do what he must to keep his people safe. Along with his loyal brother Ragnar Iron Hammer, the king has rallied his forces and they stand ready to defend their home. The question on the king's mind though, Can he win? Oh. Devona! Yeah, Devona! Devona is quite serious and direct in her dealing with others. She aspires to be a great warrior just like her father. At times, this aspiration turns into a tremendous internal pressure to succeed. Devona's father was one of the leaders of Ascalon's Chosen, a prestigious and well-respected guild. He died defending the city walls against a raid by an Aryan guild during the last guild war. Devona was only a little girl at the time, but since that day, she was dedicated her life to mastering the martial arts of swords and hammer. Devona is the level-headed leader of the party. She always assesses a situation before rushing in, which sometimes put her at odds with the brash Sin. Despite her restraint and control, Devona has a temper, and it can get the best of her. She would sacrifice her own life to save the life of a friend, and she frequently puts herself in harm's way to protect those who travel with her. Devona has a deep sense of loyalty and duty. To her, there will be no greater honor than to follow in the footsteps of her father and give her life defending that which is most dear to her. Wow, okay. Sin. Sirmia, born in Sirmia. Profession is elementalist, age 20. A former child prodigy, Sin always had people catering to her every whim. Her family was among the nobility in the city of Sirmia until the Char invasion and the Searing. Oh, when Ascalon was destroyed, Sin got caught outside the wall. Sirmia was one of the first places to fall during the initials, okay? A magical projectile fell directly upon her palatal home, killing her parents and trapping her under a broken table for several days. A child warband discovered her while looting the city. They dug her out, thinking to make a meal of her, but Sin had other ideas. She single-handedly wiped out the entire warband, turning them and the remains of her home into a little more than a smoldering pile of ash. Wow, she is strong. Sin is a bit of a princess, but with a decidedly dark streak. She often cynical and flippant when dealing with authorities or situations that seem hopeless. She's highly intelligent, and magics come easy to her. Because of her experiences during the Searing, Sin has developed a rather cavalier attitude towards her own death. Consequently, she tends to bite off more than she can chew and often gets herself and her friends into trouble. Oh, that's what happened, right? Just now, like, she was like, okay, let's go. And then she started dropping fireballs. Aiden, the son of a huntsman, born in Cree foothills, is the nation of Ascalon. The son of a huntsman, Aiden grew up with a quiver of arrow on his back. His mother died giving birth to him while his family was on a wagon train from Krita to Ascalon. As soon as the boy was old enough to hold a bow in one hand, Aiden's father packed up just the good steel heads of their tools, and the two men headed off into the wild. They found a spot in the middle of forest clearing, refitted their tools with hand-carved handles, and built their own home from scratch. Aiden is a survivor. Nothing is out of the question if it means he and his companion will live for another day. He thinks fast and acts even fast. His inner calm, a sort of simple confidence, has a way of infecting everyone around him. Being the oldest member of the party, he has the wisdom of years his younger counterparts lack, though he never feels she need to lord it over them. He does feel a certain amount of responsibility to keep the group informed and out of the trouble if at all possible. From time to time, he takes on the role of group patriarch, but only if there is a meltdown, and he sees the need for his cooler hate to prevail. Oh, すげえ。すげえな。Menlo. Thank you, Uber. Thank you. Hello, Shion. Hello. Menlo, Serenity Temple. Profession monk, age 22. Born in Serenity Temple to a priest of Duanya and priestess of Balthazar. Menlo has been steeped in the teaching of healing and smithing magic. A devoted servant of both Duanya and Balthazar, he has studied hard his entire life. Oh, so he is one of the... Just now, while we read the god's description, Balthazar, some of the monks follow it. He's one of it. And has been rewarded by both the gods of his provenance. But paying allegiance to two gods has not been without its consequences. Without a clear path to follow, Menlo has a tendency to overanalyze situations and possible consequences, not sure whether to take the path of aggressive strength or take a defensive grace. Menlo has spent most of his life inside Serenity Temple, paying homage to the old gods and studying the path, which will lead him to enlightenment. He is rather timid as the story begins, not completely trusting of his magical powers, but with Sin's help, he gains confidence and becomes more comfortable with his considerable power. Enemy's army, the Char. Yeah, the Char. The Char, the land north of Ascalon's protective Great Northern Wall, is occupied by a savage race of beasts known as the Char. To the Char, flame is the physical representation of their gods. In order to keep the gods happy, they must first fulfill their obligation to the flame. To that end, the Char have constructed a series of sacred buildings known as the Flame Temples. On raised platforms, these bestial creatures have inscribed huge circular runes which define and magically feed the sacred fires. Further defining the ring are pillars of pure obsidian or carved sandstone, sculpted to depict the faces of the mysterious creature the Char worship. Between these pillars in the very center of each of this temple are the ever-burning sacred flames. The Char believe that as long as the flames are burning, the gods are pleased. If the flames go out, then the Char have failed in their duties and will be punishing by the gods. Ooh. Hello, Albandi. Hello. So when we attack Char, shouldn't we attack the graffiti first so that they think that the god is not pleased? What is the beast behind like this one? It's like the beast that they captured. Hello, birthday. Ohayo. Each temple has its own fire. Hard to tell. Each temple has its own fire, which is tended at all times by 4 Char flame keepers. The flame keepers have only one job: to keep the sacred flame burning. This is the most prestigious position as a Char can occupy. Only the strongest, most capable child can take this honor, and all other child bow to the flame keepers. In addition, it's here. I think they will explain more. In addition to the temples, whenever a large char warband travels anywhere, they take with them a bronze brazier, lit at a flame temple by the sacred flame. These braziers are placed upon palanquins, which are then carried from location to location by 4 char flame carriers. Each night, when they make camp, the flame carriers erect a flammable effigy in the shape of one of their gods, then ignite it and let it burn till daylight. Oh. Humans learn quickly how to read the flame sign. If the flame is lit, the char camp is occupied. If the flame is out, the char have moved on. The Stone Summit are a guild of xenophobic dwarf who live high up in the Shiver Peak mountain. Their hatred of other cultures, particularly human, runs so deep that they won't even deal with other dwarf clans who have trading relationship with the human nation. Oh, the Stone Summit pride themselves on their fanaticism. To them, there's only one right way to do things, their way. There's only one group worthy of ruling the world, them, the Stone Summit. All other life is meaningless. They are cruel, brutal, calculating, and cold-hearted to a degree rarely seen in civilized nation. Oh no. A Stone Summit dwarf could split a man's head without a thought and feel as little concern as if he had just stepped on an earthworm. The Stone Summit leader, Dragger Stone Splitter, is said to aspire to one day rule all of Tyria. His methods are messy but effective. The price he extracts for failure is death, which tends to put a hard edge on everything. Those dwarves who have managed to survive inside the guild for any significant period of time are as tough as stone and just as cold. They execute their orders with a brutal efficiency, knowing that they must succeed or die. The Stone Summit have a penchant for slavery. They can often be found riding giants and other beasts bound with all manners of manacles and restraining devices. They don't bother to tame their mounts, rather referring to simply chain the beasts and overpower them, making them bend to their will rather than becoming accustomed to their new role. Oh, if given the opportunity, they will enslave human and other non-pure dwarf as well. Oh gosh. That is scary. The undead. Except for the obvious difference, lack of skin, hair, a working circular duty system and so on, the undead army are very much like an living human army. They have military ranks, a chain of command, and a set of marching orders. The bulk of the army is made up of once living human, though there are tales that when this force marches into battle, the animated skeleton of a once grand dragon marches with it. This is much speculation about the undead of Tyria and what their goals might be. Many believe that they are the remnants of Or. Oh. Those lost souls who were so disturbed by the destruction of their home in the cataclysm that they refuse to pass into the next life. Others believe that there is a more sinister force motivating these creatures, a malevolent being who has raised the resting dead to his bidding. Some even say this mysterious leader is a powerful liege lord who ruled them all from behind the front lines, but most of this is just campfire tales and barroom gossip, for there is no one who lives today who can claim to have seen this creature in the flesh. Oh, okay. That's the undead. Chapter 6, Regions and Landscape. Okay, this is like places that in the game, so I will not read it. Creature of Tibia. Maybe not. Let's not read it until I go see it myself. How about Book 2, The Challenge? Oh, this is like a... Okay. Hi, Salvinius. Hello. The humans of Tyria are at the brink of extinction, and only their heroes can save them. The many who have chosen to train in the sixth profession and the mighty guilds they comprise are the only hope against the armies of undead, char, and other creatures bent on total world domination and the destruction of the human race. The choice to train in a primary and a secondary profession, to learn the skill of those professions and use them to vanquish the enemies of humanity, is not to be taken lightly. Choose a name worthy of great deeds and follow the calling. follow the quest icon to best utilize your natural style. The challenge is this: follow the hero path, take up the weapons and skill your heart chooses, and wield them against those who would take your freedom and the freedom of those who you love. Save your people or die trying. That's so sad. That is so sad. A hero's life. Heroes come in all flavors, male, female, large and small, in any of 30 combination of the 6th profession: warrior, ranger, monk, elementalist, mesmer, and necromancer. Add to that more than 150 unique skills per character, which can be combined for any number of effects. The possibilities are mind-boggling. I agree. We need to figure out the combos. The heroes you create begin life at level 1, fresh from home and ready to learn. The most important choice you must make for them is that of primary and later secondary profession, which determines not only armor, skills, fighting style, but your overall gameplay experience. Okay, you can create 4 heroes per unique Guild Wars account. You can delete and create new heroes at any time, so have fun experimenting with professions, combinations, skills, and attributes until you create the heroes that suits you best. A hero's career path. Gaining level. As you travel to Tyria, joining adventure party, completing mission, or recruiting henchmen for more casual exploration, your hero will earn experiences, okay, which each level become an increase in maximum health, which makes you harder to kill. Okay. Improving attributes. Each level awards you attribute points to spend improving your attributes, like the warrior swordsmanship, which increase the sword damage. The monk's healing prayer, which increase the healing skill. Make the healing skill more powerful. The elementalist energy storage, which permanently increase maximum energy, allowing you to use more skill often. Oh, I see. Uber. Skill points. With experience, you gain skill point, which entitle you to train new skill from your primary and secondary profession. With each skill you learn, your skill arsenal becomes more versatile, more powerful in wider range of situation against enemy of various types. Rumors has it that may be ways to acquire skill temporarily, even those from Uber. The game is the game was at the background. It was the part where you choose character. The game the game is in the background. The 6 professions. Warriors, ranger, monk, elementalist, mesmer, necromancer. Hello, Harold. Hello. So there is the primary profession and the secondary profession. The primary professions gives you the hero's basic appearance, and there are several attributes that improve the skill over time, and which includes the primary attributes that is not available when the profession is chosen as the secondary. Secondary profession provide a second set of attributes and skill to complement the first one. Yes. That's the here, I think here they will talk about it. Attributes. Each profession attributes are geared for a distinctive fighting style. Your hero's attribute pools is derived from the combination of your primary and optional secondary profession. Your warriors/rangers attribute set contains only those attributes that affect warriors and ranger weapon skill, so you can't go wrong when building up attributes. And attributes refunds allow you to adjust attributes later if you wish, taking points from one and allocating to the other. Okay. Attributes appear next to the skill in the skill menu. Mouse over icon in the skill bar to see the attribute in the skill description. For more on skill, see page 1 to 2. Okay. Primary attribute. Each profession has a powerful primary attribute available only to characters who have chosen. Okay. For example, the elementalist has energy storage, which provides a larger energy pool with which to use skill. The mesmer has fast casting, which increases spell casting speed. Okay. The secondary profession you choose will not have access to the primary attributes, so it's important to note each profession's primary attribute when considering which profession will be your primary. Okay. Attribute points and refund. Okay. Yeah. You can have it all. You can create 4 very different characters, each taking advantage of a unique set of resources, including skills, attribute, weapon, fighting style, and strategies. Your warrior/elementalist can set enemies up with distance spell, then knock them down with a hammer blow. Your monk and mesmer can subvert enemies' energy and use it to defend and heals allies. Your ranger / necromancer can charm animal and raise the dead to aid you in the battle. Each combination has hundreds of skills that work together, so you can create an arsenal that suits your playing style or styles. The combination you choose, improve over time. Yeah, okay. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. I see. Attribute level, there's 12. Point cost. Oh, okay. I see. Total cost. Okay, now they talk about each class. They talk about each profession. Warrior, ranger, monk. Ooh, look at this. Cute. Oh. Warrior, ranger, monk, mesmer, necromancer. Elemental, warrior, ranger, monk, elementalist. Okay, I'm right. Elementalist, mesmer, and wow, look at her skirt. Necromancer. This is very pretty. Customize your appearance. Okay. Playing Guild Wars. Okay, warrior. Warrior attributes is warrior rely on stout hearts, brute strength, and melee weapon to subdue their enemies and protect their ally. They generally disdain long-range warfare, preferring instead to charge directly into the fray swinging their weapon of choice. Yeah, understandable. They can take a beating unlike anyone else. Warriors are equally comfortable wielding axe, hammer, sword, though many choose to master one weapon over all others. Many warrior skills require adrenaline, which build up during combat to enable those skills. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the part we read about it, the one in the story too, which build up during combat, and usually result in major damage. Defensive tactics help the warrior to avoid damage and protect allies, but strength is the warrior's biggest asset, allowing this hero to do more damage with every attack. So the strength is the primary attribute for warrior. She's cute, yeah. Strength increase the armor penetration of your attack skill by 1% per attribute level. Strength also improves the effectiveness of skills that keep you alive and those that inflict damage on your opponents. Increase armor penetration, improve effectiveness of skill that keeping you alive, inflict damage. Okay, and the others, the secondary attribute is swordsmanship, axe, hammer mastery, and tactics. Tactics is improve shouts and stances that give you okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't get the strength, only get the swordsmanship, axe, mastery, hammer mastery, and tactics. Ranger. Unique in their abilities to succeed with the help of or even in spite of their environment. Nature rituals allow them to manipulate the environment to hinder their enemies or borrow the very power of creation to heal and aid their allies. Okay. They favor long-range combat, the bow being their weapon of choice and can be especially effective from elevated locations such as bridges, cliff. Their only profession with the ability to charm animal, which then accompany them on their travels and assist them in battle. Okay. Blessed with survival skill that help them give them life. Okay. So the ranger primary attributes is expertise. Points into expertise decrease the energy cost of your attack skills, preparations, and traps. Okay. And their secondary attributes is beast mastery, marksmanship, and wilderness survival. Beast mastery, improve your animal companions. Okay, improving marksman, basic bow damage. Okay, marksmanship is all about weapon, bow. Wilderness survival is improve defense, stances, preparation, and traps. Okay, monk. The charm animals are cool, yeah. Monks employ a direct conduit to the god, and the answer to the prayers come in the form of healing and protection for their allies and damage to their enemies. Oh. That's long. Hello. The henchman. Where am I? Just a monk. Protection. Divine favor, which provide extra healing, while their healing and protection prayers help to keep their allies strong and healthy. Smithing prayers, on the other hand, call down divine anger on enemies, exacting holy damage that ignore armor, though damage dealing is not the monk's specialty. What monks lack in firepower, they make up for their unparalleled gift for keeping their allies alive. It's we'll go into that. Divine favor, okay, provides a healing bonus to all spell that targets allies and increase the duration and effectiveness of spell. I've read this before. Okay, healing prayers, protection prayers, increase the duration of your protection spell. Okay, elementalists summon the power of earth, air, fire, and water, and command them at will. They can inflict more damage in a single strike than any other profession. Earth magic summons quakes and eruption, encases enemy in stone, or protects allies. Air magic harnesses the power of tempest of strike foes down with lightning or enable allies to run like a wind. Fire magic manifests flame, fireballs, molten lava, and even meteor to burn enemies. That's sin. Water magic conjures mist and ice to slow enemy movement and attacks, blur vision, and protect allies against the magic. Okay. And inflict cold damage on enemy. Elementalists have access to energy regenerating skills, and when chosen as a primary character, they can increase their maximum energy over time. The wise element avoid becoming surrounded but keeps a local area of effect spell on hand. So, warrior, strength. Monk, divine favor. Ranger, expertise. Decrease the energy cost. Elementalist, increase hero maximum's energy. Increase the maximum energy. And mesmer are master of illusion and control, subverting the enemy's energy for their own use. Hello, Chook. Hello, long time no see. Okay. Combined with any other profession, their skill provide excellent support, turning enemies' powers against them and changing the very fabric of reality to hinder foes and help allies. Mesmer have the ability to cast spell quickly, which can make all the difference in the heat of battle. Okay, fast casting. Okay, their powers of domination. They are unique in slow or halt enemy. Okay. And Mesmer are not known for brute strength. Their ability to confuse, distract, and drain the enemy's resources more than compensates. Okay, so Mesmer is fast casting. Elementalist is more maximum energy. Monk is divine favor, heal allies while casting monk skills. Rangers is decrease the energy cost. Elementalist increase maximum energy. Mesmer increase the speed cast spell. Increase the speed while casting spell. Mesmer. Domination, illusion, and inspiration. Stretch. Oh, let's take a break. How's everybody doing? I found a milk coffee brand. It's like the one that you can drink directly. You don't need to like make it yourself. It was so good, and I bought a box of 24. It's filling up my fridge. Nice. Like when you make your own cafe latte, latte, it's just coffee, black coffee plus milk, right? But when I see the content of what's inside, it has milk, sugar, coffee, more milk, and milk sugar, and honey sugar, and milk powder, and salt, and cream cheese. Like there's so many things inside. I wonder, is that the reason that make it so taste so good? It's a coffee flavored dessert drink. But it says here Miruku coffee though. Kohi is like milk coffee. Cream cheese. Yeah, well, it does say cream cheese, so I'm not sure. This is I've just knew it too from reading just now. Do you think when you add cream cheese in while making coffee, it will taste the same? Is it still raining? Rain is not a good friend of Uber. They are bad. They don't work well together. Sounds radical. Ooh, Ichigo Daifuku. It's strawberry season now. So there's a lot of places selling strawberry mochi. Like it's like strawberry wrapped with mochi. We call it strawberry daifuku. It's yummy. I love it a lot. Bam, 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 bam. We are making a cheesecake latte. Ooh. Is that such a thing? It does, Ishida-kun. Wow. Does this the notification popped up when you like it only pop up when you played like in one goal, right? Like didn't lock out for 24 hours. Necromancer. Necromancer are master of the dark arts, calling on the spirit of the dead, even death itself, to overpower enemy and assist ally in sacrificing health and taking curse and disease upon themselves. Okay, they can deal large amount of damage to those foolish enough to oppose them. Dead and dying enemies become unwilling allies in their hands. Necromancer have the singular ability to absorb energy from an enemy death and can raise a fighting force from the corpse of their foes. Hey, like what I did in Diablo 2. Curses, which often cost the necromancer dearly, exact an even greater toll from enemies who find that their enchantment and healing skill are rendered useless. Due to the sacrificial nature of their methods, necromancer must practice patience and self-discipline to survive. Soul reaping allow you to gain energy whenever a creature nears you die. Warrior, strength. Monk, divine favor. Ranger is faster casting. Ranger, faster casting. Decrease energy cost. Faster casting is Mesmer. Elementalist is increase maximum energy. Increase maximum energy. Decrease energy cost. Faster casting. Soul reaping is gain energy when a creature nears you die. Curses, blood magic, and death magic. Curses. Increase the duration and effectiveness of your curse. Okay. Blood magic, increase the duration. That steals health. Nice. Death magic is increase the duration of skill that deal cold and shadow damage to enemies, as well as those that increase the Cool. Customize your appearance. Your hero basic appearance. Okay. Whoa, look at the height. Which one will I be? Physical features. Adjust your hero body size, skin color, hair color, and style. Playing Guild Wars. Now that you created a hero, you're ready to take your place among Tyria's adventurers. Early Guild Wars missions are designed to familiarize you with how things work. Okay? How highlighting the basic of Guild Wars, such as interacting with characters, equipping and using weapons, and skill and more. Okay. The green exclamation point means this character has something to tell you. Alright. The best way to discover mission and quests is to talk to people, characters you meet in towns and outposts. Many citizens have a story to tell, and some have tasks they'd like you to perform. Or if you're already on a mission, key information that will help you complete your objective. Okay. The green exclamation point above a character head tell you that he or she has information for you, or even more. WASD, backup reverse direction, SNX. WASD, okay. Auto run R. Okay. Combat basic training. Book 2, Chapter 3, Combat Basic Training. Equips weapon and armor. Skill bar. You can equip and arrange skill only in towns and outposts, yeah? Oh, okay. Winkin, is this spoiler too? Maybe I shouldn't read it. Skills. Guilds. Mission and quest. Secondary objective. Go up a bit. Go up a bit, okay. Go up. Create a party. Create a guild. Guilds. Condition. This is skills. Skill point, skill type. What? Create a guild. Mission. Still higher? Okay. Death penalty. Okay. 2 to 8 players. Henchmen are. Yeah, okay. Don't want to play there. In town and outpost. Gotcha. No problemo. Tournament play. Ooh. 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 Ghostly hero. tournament battles. You've heard the call of duty. You accept the challenge. Now all that remains is to strap on your armor, take up your weapons, and embark on the adventure that is Guild Wars. You are the hero your people have been waiting for. May the gods be with you. Gotcha. I know a little about that. So that's why I feel like it's okay that even if it's just 3 of us. Wouldn't it be a spoiler if I look into the conditions and death penalty? Shouldn't we learn it when I play the game? Oh, but I read some of them already. And conditions is like in the story just now, Devona is being weakened. Devona is crippled. Right? Conditions. Bleeding, yeah. Conditions. That I read about it. Hexstand. Arena, no. Skill, no. Condition. Here. Bleeding, blind, burning, crippled, dazed. Spell take twice as long as to cast. Deboon. Disease, poison, weakness. Reduce maximum health by 20%. Real-time strategy. Hexes. Conditions hinder the target in some way. Conditions are more common than hexes and they spread from one victim to another more easily. While conditions are more common, so other person it's easier to remove condition than it is to remove hexes. But don't make the mistake of thinking this makes them weak. It's important to know which condition will have the most negative effects on your heroes and be ready to counter them. Like hexes, when using a skill that places a condition on an enemy, you want to look for the target who will feel the greatest effect from bleeding. Attacks have 90% chance to miss. Blind, burning, cause rapid health degeneration. Cripple, movement is slow. Daze, spell take twice as long to cast. Deep wound, reduce maximum health. Disease causes health degeneration. And is spread to nearby creatures. Nice. Poison. Weakness. Yeah. Don't give up. Don't go it alone. Birdie. Yeah. The rest is easily learnable. Thank you. I have like when I was learning a little about the game, I've written down some notes like the terms that they use, primary attributes, secondary attributes, professions, I just woke up, but I'm feeling sleepy again. The weather is making me very, very sleepy, and you know, like my doggy's like just sleeping right under the table that I'm using right now, so I can see their faces like so shiawase, and they randomly do some stretches. It's like, oh, they kind of stretches. I'm nervous. What will I be? No idea. I kind of want to make soup because it's so cold. But I kind of feel like I'm gonna be lazy. Oh, thank you, Weekend. Thank you. Sleep more. Oh, speaking of chores, my laundry is a nightmare, so I should do that. Yeah. I want to make soup, but I feel like I cannot commit to making soup at this moment, like, so I'm afraid to say I will make soup. Stir fry need more effort than soup, so soup is just you throw everything into the pot, right? I miss eating the mozzarella cheese with tomato too. I might wanna get some groceries online so that I could eat them later. Not later, I don't think they can arrive by today, so maybe like tomorrow. Milk. Soup is curry but less spicy. No, soup is not curry. No. You cannot say miso soup is curry. I don't think so. You can. Can you? No, I don't think so. Curry can be soup. No, the other way around. Oh, wait, yes, correct. Curry can be soup. Yes, it's like soup curry. You're right. Curry is totally... no. No? No. I think curry is more like... How do you say, like... It's not sauce. Curry is curry. Stew? Yeah. Kinda like stew. Yes. Thick soup. Like sauce is thick too, right? But you don't call it thick soup. It's just sauce, you know. Okay, I'll go clean the house. I mean, it's not really a house, it's more like a room. I'll clean up, and I'll see you all tonight. Okay? I'm nervous. Yeah. Okay, okay. Alright, thank you everybody. Thank you. Please take care. And I'll see you later. Bye bye.